God.
Gross.
Oh, we got
Going
the Skrillex.
Going Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears.
Help.
Everybody wants to rule the Paul.
Bangarang.
Bangarang.
Who said
Oh,
bangarang?
Redbeard's here too. Hey there, Beertubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Stars After Chat Hangout coming over from Joe's great review of what did we do? We did Chimay Bleu and we did Chimay Premier, the red. I'm still drinking the red. And we've got a great panel here already tonight. We've got Joe, we got Redbeard, we got Paul, we got Skrillex, rather. Oh. And of course, this is my first after the first hangout after the Albino Rhino Beer Fest of 2019. The successful conclusion of the Welland Piss Up.
Wow.
Successful.
Wow. And don't worry, Paul, you were there in spirit. Did you see the picture from the bathroom?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, a second, I gotta find it.
Oh, did you hide a camera and the girls like potties and stuff? Because that's totally awesome.
No, it was. I'll show you the photo. This is in the bathroom at the Shit Bucket Manor, and there's a picture of you on the wall.
I was watching them. That's
yeah, you were watching everybody take a shit.
Good, I was there then.
Yeah. No, we missed you, man.
Dine Stool Inspector.
You know who really missed you was my dad. My dad.
I know. I know. He's my dad, basically.
Yeah, no, let's not talk about that.
The secret relation between Joe and Paul.
Women going in the bathroom.
All the women in the bathroom were very disappointed with the lack of Average Pops and Paul, and as the best tag team ever.
Yeah, Average Pops seemed to be down the entire time because he didn't have his wingman.
Mm-hmm. Now he's hammered. That's what that was. But no, he was also aggravated. I just kept on bringing him samples. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm in this corner." I'm like, "No, I noticed because I've been bringing you samples for 3 hours."
I know where you are.
Is that Licking Hole Creek beer you're drinking there, Joe?
Yeah.
One line?
It's One Lion Imperial Stout.
I actually had that. Mine was in a bottle though.
We've got somebody who's not been on my channel before. We've got Bumpy Rub Brewery. How you doing tonight?
Aside from being muted.
He said, "Fuck your couch."
Fuck your couch.
I'm here. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers.
Is everybody just their avatar screen there?
No, that's just you, Bumpy, and your fantastic internet right now.
Wow. Yeah, I just had to go back on the Wi-Fi. I can't run off the other thing forever. So,
gotcha.
All right, cool.
Fantastic. We see you fine.
Where did you find that Licking Hole Creek can?
This Licking Hole Creek can, which is One Lion Imperial Stout, which is a Imperial Stout at 7%. I found that at Premier Gourmet. Is where I found it.
Guess where I'm going tomorrow.
No, jeez, I bought this like 2 months ago. I don't know if they have it anymore.
No, that's all gone now. Yeah.
7% is really barely Imperial.
No, it's 8.5.
It's not Imperial.
It's nothing.
It's not Imperial. Like when in one of my whodunit reviews that I'll be posting with fucking Greg in his Trump shirt.
Oh God.
Fucking you were guest off camera. I troll him. He goes, I'm gonna guess Imperial Milk Stout 7%. I'm like, yeah, good try. 7% is not Imperial. And he did not like that because he's yours.
No.
He's old.
It's true.
It's true. I was like, it's not 7% is not Imperial, you piece of shit.
I'm going to leave and come right back so I can hopefully see people.
You don't need to see us. We're all ugly.
We're all ugly,
all right.
Yeah.
You don't want
There's nothing really to see.
Our beers.
We actually got 2 comments here from Jake Sesney, and thanks for coming over here and watching the chat. He says, "Hey people," and Joe is drunk.
No, I'm not yet.
After that Coooveee, I can understand. Not yet, he says.
Is it the Coooveee?
Is it the Coooveee?
I'm definitely buzzed though. I mean, we drank Chimay Red and Blue, and I'm a lightweight, so yeah, I'm buzzed. It happens.
Yeah, right now I'm drinking a non-alcoholic, gluten-free milk coffee stout.
What kind of hipster shit are you drinking?
I never thought that would come out of Paul's mouth like ever. That's very disappointing to hear.
That's in your you non-alcoholic is in your vocabulary.
Yeah, non-alcoholic, gluten-free. So I'm just drinking coffee with milk in it. So yeah.
You go just drink coffee with milk. Why is this your AM or something? Is this you waking up?
I'm dry.
Dry. You should fucking watch people's channels, Nick. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, it's right. You're doing a dry thing till July, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, if I do really good and I lose a good amount of weight and I'm feeling good, I'll probably try to go all the way to September.
Perfect.
I'm pulling for you.
Now you can sit here watching us drink beer.
Yeah,
just shave your head. You're good to go. Just fucking shave it. That's like an instant 5 pounds. You're good to go.
I'll just cut my head off. That's 10.
then you're not alive. And I don't
Yeah.
know if that's how it works.
Whatever.
Not profitable. Not
I'm
profitable.
I weighed in at 254, which is still like 12 pounds lighter than I was last year. So I just gotta keep going down.
You got to, you got to.
How tall are you?
About 6'3", somewhere in
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
So I just got a big old gut.
All I know is I remember hanging out with Paul at Sabatini's when we hung out, and you looked like straight up the skinniest Jesus I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
You had to
that
be
was-
about 210, maybe 205. You
Yeah,
were
that was
stout.
that was right during the
I would've
divorce.
fucked you.
So
Just
that was
saying.
just that was depression and not eating.
Wow.
So I just need
All right,
to do
well,
that again.
now I feel bad, but you also look fucking sexy.
It made it fucking awkward.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Probably
but
the actual
I mean, we still you can't cut your head off because we still need your head because of mouth to mouth.
Right.
For the next year. Yeah, exactly.
Well, what
Still
I gotta
need you
do
for
is
next year.
I gotta stop rolling pizzas up like burritos and eating them. In
Yeah,
one
no,
shot.
that would
I mean,
be-
stuff like that. Like
that would be helpful.
yeah. And like, seven fucking bombers of an Imperial Stout. I'll just drink all of them in one shot. Maybe that's the bad thing. So I got to do a lot less of that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'll
no,
get there. I'll get there.
Yeah, have an all day IPA every once in a while. Right?
I'm not desperate.
Just do what Guy does. And if you want to get drunk, just drink vodka.
Yeah.
Settle down. Are you Russian? Get it under control, man.
I took all the
That's Vidania.
all the liquors out of the house. I took it all out. I gave it to my friend. I said, "Here's a
Holy
box
shit.
of fucking all the scotch and whiskey's gone."
Wait a
So-
minute,
Wow.
why are you crazy like that? What
Yeah,
was-
that's
Brady-
crazy. That's
Brady,
crazy,
bro.
man. Chris, that's crazy, man.
That's crazy. What is
It's
he
crazy.
doing? It's
Fucking
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yo, where's those Maple Mistresses, though? I'll drink them all.
They're right there. All your beer mill's right there.
No, I don't care. Send the Maple Mistress, and I'll have them in the 10 days of pumpkin, a year aged. In
There you
the
go.
fall. No one wants to drink 10 days of pumpkin.
I got Earths too. I gotta get Earth out. I got him.
Planet?
He's the whole planet actually. So
the entire fucking planet.
yeah, the entire fucking planet. So I got him zombie dust and some shit to send to him.
Oh, nice. That beer that Earth sent to us to review at the Well and Pistol for my 400th review. I say this coming from a place that my reviews are trash. Worst review I've ever posted on my channel.
Oh, good.
It was just people fucking having 3 different conversations. No one's saying anything about the beer. It was a good time. Ashley fucking spills his pour of beer. I'm like, you just wasted Earth's hard-earned
Yeah,
money.
but you know what, Joe? I don't want to spoil it for everyone else that's going to watch it later, but we gave you some props and it was good.
Yeah, you did the beer patrol thing. We'll see.
Mm.
God damn it! I'm having flashbacks.
Jake's niece is cool. I'm drunk too, so he's fitting in with the crowd.
Yeah.
Jake's niece says, I like all day IPA. 21090 Brewing is in the chat saying, so is this where the party's at? Cheers, everyone.
It's
Cheers, Todd.
is that Todd? It's definitely Todd.
It's
Right?
happening on
It's
Beertube
Todd.
right now.
Does Earth want to join, or do you want to join? We can link you up, or anybody.
Yeah, call Earth if you want in. Just here, I'm gonna send you a link anyway. You don't have a choice.
Todd always posts on my after my live reviews. He's like, "God damn it, I missed another one. Good review." I'm like, "God damn it, 8:00 every week, Todd. 8:00. Not every week though. Some weeks."
So what's Redbeard over there drinking?
Redbeard.
Zombied
This is
out.
a quiet beard this
Yeah.
week.
Live transmission, flying monkeys.
Oh, nice.
I've had that. That's good.
It's tasty.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not usual that Redbeard's quiet. How's the rib doing?
Yeah, you doing all
It's
right?
getting there. Had my first day of attempted work today.
I had to imagine make out.
I did it, but it hurts now.
What was that? Masturbation mishap?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Now,
That's
if
what
you take a
happened.
look at the videos on the Well and Piss Up channel, you'll see where he jumped to
Oh, really?
fake being sick after eating a chip that had fallen on the floor and
He's a showman.
cracked a rib while doing it.
Son
He's
of
his
a
own
bitch.
stunt.
Did he hit a coffee table or something?
No,
I
that
don't
would have been
know.
probably.
I don't know. I think that Redbeard can take a good ribbing after all.
Yeah.
this.
Oh, I see what you said. Ribbeard
Oh.
is, I want to say you're a showman first and foremost. Like that's what you do, and I appreciate you trying to entertain us while you broke your rib. I appreciate it. I do.
Sacrificed.
What'd you think about this?
This is a greater good.
Stout.
I'm surprised your beard didn't save you. Should have been like coaching your
padding?
fall a little bit.
It's not there yet.
Yeah.
He didn't fall head first, unfortunately.
I enjoyed that, Joey. Again, it was
That's pretty good.
not imperial, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah, it's definitely not Imperial, but you know, it's 7%.
What about that Sparkle Puff? How'd you like that?
That was good. I like that. People getting freaked out by the chunks or whatever. Those fucking people, unbelievable.
What did you finally have Sparkle Puff when you were up here, Joe?
No, I reviewed it on my channel and you didn't watch it because you don't watch my channel. No big deal. Happens. Yeah, no, of course not. No, I reviewed it and I shouted out Ashley and I shouted out Chris and people who drank it.
Nice.
And I appreciate the shout out. Thank you.
We're planning. Oh, hey Ash.
Oh yeah.
We're planning to do Sparkle Puff on my channel on Beer Analysis some week soon.
I got a few weeks on that, right?
Yeah, like 2. We're probably gonna do. We got Trailway Inception this week, and then half hours next week, and then maybe Sparkle Puff the next.
I gotta
Get the IPAs out of the way.
Well, I'm gonna drink mine now because fuck it.
Yeah, you can get another one.
I pre-recorded my Inception stuff last night.
Yeah, I got your messages, and I'm glad you liked it. Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, Redbeard's setting us up for disappointment. Like, if it's not amazing, I don't know. I might have to break another rib of his.
No, well, you know what? I was actually reading about Falconer's Flight hops. It's actually not just a single hop. It's actually
three different hops.
No, Falconer's Flight like 7 different ones.
It's 7. It's
7 C hops. 7 C.
It's the 7 C's plus some experimental stuff.
Oh,
Well, they have 2 Falconer's Flight. They have the Falconer's Flight,
7.
and then they have the 7 C's.
Yeah, I thought it was Falconer's Flight.
And it's actually named after the nickname of some guy.
A little lower your volume.
Like, anyway, I looked it up.
A little bit, yeah.
I appreciate you maybe mentioning that I didn't know that before I had it.
Yeah, the blend is named in honor of Glenn Hay Falconer, a popular and up-and-coming American professional brewer who passed away in 2002. So it's a hop that came out.
Okay, hang on. Time out, Nick.
Falconer's Flight is a proprietary blend of Pacific Northwest hops, including the 7 C's, Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, Citra, Cluster, Columbus, and Crystal, as well as experimental hops from Hop Union.
I'm going to sound kind of dumb in the 101 now. God damn it.
No, you won't. No, that's fine. I watch
no
your
one's
shit.
gonna watch now. No one's gonna watch. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I always thought it was funny that people made smash beers because it's supposed to be 1 hop and 1 malt, and they make it out of Falconer's
And they put
Flight.
a Falconer's Flight.
Yeah.
That's not really smash.
That's the ultimate troll. Is that what that is? That's beautiful.
Well, I mean,
didn't make
in a
that
way, it
mistake.
still is kind of
Disappointed.
smash because you got this hop blend that some people have put in. Like, I mean, they sell it as a single product, right?
I don't know what you guys think.
It came out of 1 package. So I guess that's a smash.
Yes.
Well, I mean, then you can kind of look at, like, a lot of hops, because they're like sister hops and stuff. So they're like 2 hops that were blended together to make another hop. So if you,
Oh, it's like when I was married, I had sex
they're
with
all
my whole
relatives. Come
family.
on.
Fucking.
It's like your semen was blended with the mailman's kind of thing, right?
What are you even talking about, Nick? This is a PG street.
Speaking of Cooovees,
How about those chimneys, Nick?
Nick, everyone else seems to be doing okay. You seem to be a little bit, I don't know, how do you say, shit-faced? Are you okay? The host
He's
I'm
animated.
doing good. I'm finishing up my bottle of Chimay Premier.
Let's talk about the well piss up and how Ashley Sexton, his wife Amy, was so worried about everybody else, and Ashley is the guy who spilled the beer, who tripped multiple
Ashley
times
and his wife were the only 2 people that spilled beer on the carpet there.
Yeah, well, him and his wife. I mean, but they own the carpet, so they're allowed to do
They
that.
own the carpet, so there's no worry. But nobody else spilled beer on that carpet.
Your 30-minute piss up video, like Ashley fucking hits his leg on the coffee table, and no one fucking goes down. So great.
The question was it his coffee table?
What's that?
As long as it's his
Oh,
coffee
it's his coffee table. I would have loved
it's
to see
alright.
that.
He could just smash beers everywhere, and it just doesn't matter. It's his.
I will admit that was not my proudest night. That's for sure.
The best thing is, like, no one else really got super drunk except for you. And your wife the entire time was like, is he going to get out of hand? Yeah, because your husband's going to get out of hand. No one else. All good.
No, I wasn't getting out of hand. I was just being incoherent and stupid. Like that stupid fucking review that we did that fucking Redbeard pointed out. I'm like, Redbeard put that message. Like, what did you say, Red? You're like, Ashley at this point is like fucking.
Oh, it was hilarious. Just hilarious. It was so funny.
I was trying to.
What beer was it, though? I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
Because I don't even know if I was
That's the 1 hour mark into the video.
No, okay. It was a
M43.
Was it the M43? No, we did the M43 in Boston Street at like the fucking dinner table in another room.
No, I think it was
coming
the.
out soon. By the way,
Nice
for Jeff.
I think it was the Blood Brothers, the tequila barrel. No, the gin barrel one.
Well,
I filmed that review.
The Blood Brothers one.
Yeah, the Blood Brothers. Like I have that like a close up one, but I didn't release it because it was the end of the night. Everyone.
Jamie was like the go-to camera guy.
I remembered every beer we drank except for the Blood Brothers one and the fucking Half Hours on Earth. I was like, I think we drank Rosy Glow, but I don't know if I actually consumed it. And then he put up the 30-minute fucking piss up thing, Nick, and I'm like, yeah, I drank some. I don't know what that means, but I didn't remember it. So it's good times.
But you can still untap it. So there you go.
I didn't untap. Like I untapped whatever else. It's funny. I remember doing fucking reviews at the Shit Bucket Manor afterwards, more so than like the end of the actual well and piss up.
The Blood Brothers one. I'm like it tastes like champagne with tequila in it. And Ashley's like he has his head down on the table and he's kind of yeah. Holding himself up.
Citrus.
No, Ashley was totally a good host, and he was not,
Hey, as long as
a shitty drunk. He wasn't like he was just having fun. It was a
you're one of your tape.
So it was honestly a proud moment. You should be proud.
Well, thank you.
It was the perfect fucking share. Honestly, everything was. We had fucking. You guys provided great amounts of food. We had fucking great beer, great friends. It was awesome. Like it was perfect because we drank for like 7 or 8 hours. No one really got absolutely just completely shitty and acted like an idiot. Yeah, we were all drunk by the end of the
rib. No one. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no one broke their ribs by trying to show off in front of people. Nothing didn't happen.
Nobody went through windows or anything.
No windows. No windows.
Everything's good.
You know I'll interject and say, you know what? These shares are just getting better and better every year.
They are there. Well, I mean, this year's was. I mean, I wish Paul would have been here. Paul would have had a good time. But like, next year you'll be there, and if you're not, I'll fucking punch you in the dick. It was such a good time because there was enough of us where we got 2 or 3 ounces every beer, and we tried everything, and you got to try everything, but no one got to the point where they felt bad, they were sick, or just like got completely shitty and acted like an idiot. Like everybody was fine. It was good. Great. Oh yeah. That was the next day at the fest was the best I've ever felt at an albino Rhino Beer Festival. Literally ever. Like every year I go there, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking vomit. I'm gonna need food or I hair of the dog. Like the first thing I gotta do is get like 18 pours so I feel good. This year, no, I was good. I felt so good.
It was.
I would have been okay. I would have been okay with it.
Last year would have been. I would have been the same, except for the shitty food we had at the Flying Saucer.
You can't blame the Flying Saucer though. That was our choice.
Yeah, it was your choice. Yeah, I tried to get sex.
On the 10th choice because
well,
I tried to get sex.
All the sex.
All the sexy times.
Well, the problem was it was on Memorial Day this year. I mean, it happens, but since the guy got fired, everybody else was on vacation.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to do it. So it's just what it is.
It is
or I would have came.
Yeah.
I planned on coming like the whole weekend, but
I'm
Paul,
sure you
Paul
did.
will miss you, and you'll be there next year. I'm pretty.
I feel like Paul doesn't ever plan on coming. It just happens.
I'm sure you.
No, yeah, I just show up.
See the picture of Paul.
That's not the kind of comment I'm talking about.
Radar though, fucking Radar. The biggest surprise, like someone's like, "Oh, Radar's here," and I'm like, "Fucking, what are you talking about? Like, is there thunderstorms? What are you talking about?"
Did Mash just show up with his teddy bear? What's going on?
Like,
Radar.
what the fuck just happened? Like, oh, Radar's here. Is Guy with him? Oh no, he's not. This is awkward.
Yeah,
but it was a good time.
Without Guy was kind of
your
buddy
Daryl.
Yeah.
Ash. He was. He said to Radar, "Hey, so your name is that a MASH reference?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, cool! I've seen every episode of MASH." And he wanted to talk MASH with him. And Radar says, "Well, I've never actually seen the show."
Oh my god!
Fucking MASH reference, but you don't even know the show.
Oh, that's because Guy called him Radar. In anyway,
that's hilarious.
He knows the show.
So then Daryl and I talked MASH. So.
well, thanks for saving that conversation.
Jamie's talking to save it. That's all. That's what Jamie was there.
Oh, I'm going in on this one. Awkwardness.
Yeah,
Daryl was a good dude.
Yeah, he's all right.
You
Yes,
left,
he
you left
alright.
really early. He did. He didn't want to be
He
loud.
left before we even went inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's never been to a bottle share,
He was
and
there for a few hours, and he had family waiting at home.
I've never been to a bottle share before.
And you're never invited back.
He
so.
came. He left before we even took out the Corona hand or whatever you call it.
The
Corona
Corona
hand. Dude, the
Cor-
4D
Cor-
we didn't drink
the
until like the last
Corona
couple hours.
hand?
Yeah.
There were so many beers that we should have reviewed and drank. The Shrams.
How many,
Yeah, that
how many
was-
beers did we actually
Oh,
do
the
that?
Shrams.
Based on my Untapped and what I did, if we count the Blood Brothers and the Half Hours on Earth, because now I do remember them, and the two other half that I didn't drink, I believe 42 beers.
What was
Fuck.
that beer?
I didn't try that many.
So you
And
went a
there
little light.
was still probably like 30 that we didn't try.
Oh, there were so many.
Which half hours beer did we?
We Rosy Glow we opened up.
Yeah.
I was positive we did, but
that was mine.
kind of
We did.
it was kind of foggy, and then I saw the video that Nick put up, and I'm like, oh yeah, we drank that. Oh, I got 2 ounces of it. Yeah,
It was annoying
like I didn't even remember.
Annoying watching the live stream because there's a bunch of beers I missed out on because I was like geeking out over Ashley's house.
That's what I did. I went back through the live stream, watched the entire
You
live
were
stream.
trying to get the live stream going, and then I came in and got the live stream going.
Oh shit!
So
Whoa!
I honestly thought the next day when I woke up, I was like, shit, we didn't get to try either of the beers I brought, which were the fucking Rosy Glow and the Blood Brothers. And I go down to the fridge and they're fucking gone. I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? And then I see the empty bottles.
You
I'm
were
like,
there's like one scene in my video I posted last night where it was like you were drinking something Blood Brothers, but you looked disheveled. Your hair was all a mess, and you were fucking drunk. Like
there was like
it
a
was-
flip. There was a switch that flipped on for Ashley because Ashley seemed to be like everything was okay, and then like 5 minutes later, totally not okay. Like spilling Earth's beer everywhere. We were doing the Earth review. You fucking dumped it everywhere, and then you try to pick it up. And you're like drinking nothing, and like people are trying to give you forks. It was fantastic.
No, I did that 2 weeks ago. I was we were doing our podcast here, and we were drinking, and then I got on with Lee, and Josh was still here. All of a sudden, Josh threw up everywhere, and was like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking to Lee. We start the podcast, and all of a sudden, I forgot how to talk.
Lee actually, I was
Everything hit me, and I'm like, I hear it in my head, but my mouth is going, yeah, it's really good.
I was actually on Lee's podcast for the first time a couple of days ago, and he was talking about that. It was pretty funny.
I can't believe invited you to your nearest podcast. No offense or anything, Redbeard.
Yeah, no, I understand that too.
Like you're in with Lee now. That's impressive.
It's actually
I mean, I got completely where I lost the ability to speak, and then I woke up the next morning and my head was shaved. So I don't know what happened. It was a hell of a night.
Yeah, no, sounds a little bit better than our well and piss up. The end result.
Well, the only nice thing I can say about not going to the well and piss up is I got to drink all the beers that I had ready to take to the well and piss up to get over it. So I was like, I'll just fuck it. I'll just drink all this shit. I am.
Fucker. Yeah, no, we had so much beer. Like it's just like every other year. Oh, we bring a fucking couple bottles and blah blah blah, and then everyone shows up with cases. Fucking Full Beer gave us a case of beer. Great. We're not gonna drink it all.
You know what? This year was one of the best fucking bottle shares where it was actually almost sponsored, but not sponsored by other breweries.
Oh, that Sydenham beer, by the way. Fuck those guys. Fuck that beer. Well, not fuck those guys.
Except for
that
maybe
beer
like
is
the first or second year of the beer fest. This was the best bottle share we've done.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Hey, then hold on this whole time out.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
Who the fuck's
On the
sorry?
10th was
And the 10th was awesome too.
Listen, let's not compare fucking beer, bottle shares.
We
They're
had
all
a great time no matter what year, man.
All right, let's go back to the shitty Sydenham beer. Whose channel is that review on?
That's gonna be on mine.
I never even tried it.
The fucking chili beer, the spicy tomato
beer, and it's like there's no peppers
beer.
in it. Fuck. Like what are you guys doing? What are you doing?
You know what? There might be a brewery that's starting out, but I'm pretty sure it's probably one dude in the basement making fucking beers.
He's just making fucking weird fucking beers. You know what? I got respect for the guy because he wants to give himself this big mug.
Could be a woman.
It could be a woman too.
It
Yeah,
could be a she-male.
Diversity, motherfucker.
Female. Could have both a penis and a vagina.
It could have been a human or an animal, whatever.
Or a
Oh,
goat.
it could be a plant.
A goat.
I feel like their beer might have been made by letting a goat swim around in it.
Redbeard, that's uncalled for.
God damn it!
But
But it was such a weird fucking beer. As soon as I drank it, I'm like,
it wasn't
tomatoes and basil. What?
So you guys don't like the chiladas from Budweiser?
No. If they told us it was a chilada, Jesse, I would be into it. But it was like, this is a German style rock beer. And I'm like,
Jesse,
what the fuck did you just say?
What the hell is this thing?
Chili in a pot, and then it was just gross when you did
It was not good. It was
Like
not.
if you told me it was a chili beer, it was like chili in a pot beer. If you told me it was like tomato pizza, I would have loved it.
It was the goddamn
Because it wasn't like it was tasted terrible. It just tasted like tomato and basil.
I didn't get
There is a brewing company, I think, out of Pennsylvania, and I don't know his name. PA Brew News, anyways. You're from PA, so isn't there like pizza boy or something like that does the like some kind of pizza beer?
I can't.
Oh, they don't do the name of it is Pizza Boy. The one that does the pizza
boy.
beer.
Yeah, pizza boy.
Beer, the pizza beer places like Illinois, they do a fucking straight up pizza beer, and it's like they put like tomatoes and basil and other shit in it.
No, there's a brewing company called Beaver Falls, and they do a basil beer, and that thing sells out so quick because apparently it's amazing.
Beaver Falls.
You're all about the beaver.
Isn't that just like vaginal pee?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll drink it. Wouldn't be the first time I drank it.
Tasty.
Five Paddles did a basil beer. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the only good thing about the beer that you drank is it's on Nick's channel, so you won't see it until 4 years from now. So
That's true.
You won't have to relive it.
The place you're thinking about, Jesse, it is called the Pizza Beer Company. They're out of Illinois, and it's called Mamma Mia Pizza Beer. I just brought it up on Beer Advocate.
Let me go.
On Beer Advocate, 320 ratings. It's a 2.72 out of 5. It's a pour. It's a pour.
If you're gonna spew into this.
Yeah, basically. Gross.
Do they only make the one beer?
Let me click on the fucking brewed by Pizza Beer Company.
Yeah, we can make one beer. And
it's the only one, and they don't. It's actually it says it's archived. They don't brew it anymore.
Yeah, they burnt the building down. Probably
brewed and bottled by Sprecher Brewing Company for the Pizza Beer Company. I think Sprecher's in Wisconsin.
Sprecher's, yeah, that's in Wisconsin.
Yeah, so yeah.
They have great soda, Sprecher's.
The pizza beer is debris-free product. What the fuck? A whole wheat crust made with water, flour, and yeast, topped with tomato and oregano, basil, and garlic.
They tried and failed.
Gross.
But you can see almost how they could brew a beer like that. You know, garlic. Put some Summit hops in there for the garlicky stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying?
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds pretty gross to me.
Joe, is your microphone new? Did you had that forever?
I don't know what you think.
3 weeks old.
Yeah, I got it like a month ago.
Yeah, slowly his mics are getting bigger. You won't see his face.
I am going to go into my mouth at some point. I'm just going.
I like that you got the. I have like the exact same dust cover on mine. Mine's the silver version.
Oh, yeah. I
like the black one.
The blackout one was on sale. It was like $80.
This is like, all right. He got the BBC mic cover.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna engulf it in my mouth at some point. No also,
it's one of those weird just the tip. It's one of those just the tip condoms.
What's up? I just want to point out, I don't know if anyone is aware. Ethan is alive. He showed up on my stream tonight. Yeah, I had no idea. He's like, hey, I'm like, oh God, you're not dead.
He just showed up here as well, saying,
yeah, no,
guys, the fun continues.
Yeah, no, the fun. Ethan, you can join, except for you can't. You're not allowed because you're dead.
Well, and we only have room for one more.
Mm-hmm. Earth was invited, but considering he's a planet, he's kind of already here.
Is my sound working?
Yeah, Craig, we can hear you. What's up?
Chad's trying to get in right now.
Who's trying to get in? Chad.
Yeah,
who's Chad?
Rhino.
Oh,
Rhino. Channel was that one chat that we had the other night.
I thought it was Chad's bear reviews.
Oh God, not that guy.
Do not ever mention him. Do not ever mention him, Jesse.
Chad.
Hey guys.
I was just talking to Harry, Blue Nose Beer Reviews, and I was saying to Craig that if I make it to the Kent piss up, we won't even have to buy beers. We'll just bring all the fucking 3 cases of beer that I still left over in England, and we'll just drink them all in one fucking shot. I feel like
Harry drank those on you already.
They're still there.
I know. Peter's got a box, Harry's got a box, and I think Craig's got a box.
Coooveee.
I haven't got a box.
He's got one or two. You have one or two.
I've got 2 beers.
I know Peter's got a whole box.
No, Peter has a box. Harry has a box.
Peter's in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 beers. Craig has 2 beers.
They have some monster ones though. I know that.
How much? Like, so what? You just bought so much beer you couldn't take it back home, so you just left like random
Yeah,
boxes.
fuck it. I just left boxes everywhere. It's like whatever. I gotta go.
No, it's that's
I
something.
packed
It's
as
like
much
the
as I-
it's like the cellar cloud.
Yes, exactly. It's in my cloud.
Oh yeah, the Imperial Mexican. I had that. That's fucking good beer.
Mhm.
I don't know how it is with like a couple years age on it, but it's a good beer.
I had the white label, the maple bourbon one, and that was really good. So I can't wait to try the one I left there.
I just
Doesn't
picked,
everybody like aged cake?
What?
well, I just picked up their Imperial Wedding Cake break
Oh,
beer. It's in a can. They brewed with actual wedding cake, and I'm like, why? I'm like, okay, I'll buy it then. I don't know. Sounds interesting.
That sounds
Yeah.
weird.
I like
Yeah.
wedding cake.
If it
Good.
tastes
I mean,
bitter, you know they got divorced.
Guys,
Yeah,
what
loves
everyone
the
makes
cake.
that same joke. And
What do you mean you like wedding cake? Like wedding that can
Cake in general.
can-
In
okay,
general.
there you go. 'Cause I'm gonna say like
Who does?
you
I
say
mean,
they brewed it with wedding
That's a-
cake. That's really kind of leaving it up in the air. Chocolate
No,
cake,
well,
white cake.
wedding cake has a very definitive icing on it. So
yes, shut your fucking mouth, Red. You're breaking another rib.
I
you
don't
piece of
even
shit.
believe that for a second.
Buttermilk. Instead of buttermilk.
Fucking
Buttermilk.
asshole.
These days, you can make any fucking cake you want for your fucking wedding.
Buttermilk.
Calling it and shit.
Buttermilk and
When
bride.
Joe's
Not
not
one of those
doing
stupid fucking
beer stuff,
competitions.
he's crashing weddings.
I'm crashing weddings and eating all their cake. That's exactly what I do.
But I've generally got a ring to them, so.
Joe and Wilson.
I just walk in, fuck the free bar. Where's your wedding cake at? Because I want it.
Give me that motherfucking buttermilk. icing.
What's everyone drinking? Chris, what are you drinking?
This would be a lemon cucumber goza from Westbrook.
Oh,
Chad's not here, but he's in the one chat, and he's not impressed, Joe,
Joe,
with
have you ever
your
had this?
non-recognition of him.
Who, Chad?
I just about heard
Yeah.
you, Chris. And
Because you were like, Chad? Who? Chad?
Joe, have
Chad
you had
who?
that one?
Chad doesn't exist if he's not in this chat.
I'm sorry. I go to your beer fest and that's where it ends. I don't. What do you think? What do you think about it?
You're nothing.
Chris?
You're nothing but an endangered animal to us.
is it a good beer, Chris? Do you think?
It's fucking cucumber heavy.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not as good as the key lime one though. Key lime one's just all over that.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Cucumber's
they
a
didn't
weird
do
flavor in a
that,
beer.
I would have probably shot it
Mhm.
down.
I can hardly hear you, Chris. I don't know if it's me.
That's
or...
what I said. He's real low.
Wait, what is going on with my mic? Hold on.
I can hear him fine.
Yeah,
He's a
but it's
little low,
low.
but I can hear him.
Yeah, I can
Cucumber
hear it.
is a really weird flavor in a beer. There's been times where I'm like, cucumber, but then I had a DIPA where all you could taste was cucumber. I'm like,
God,
no.
Like a Col- like I had a
no.
cucumber Kolsch made perfect sense. Like in a Kolsch, sure, I fucking
Yeah.
drink all of it, right? But like in a tub
Yeah, like a cucumber goza works because
Yeah.
of salt.
yeah, that's what
Cucumber's
Chris
salt.
has. He's a lemon cucumber,
Oh,
which
okay.
makes sense. Yeah.
But when I burped it up
It's
in
not
that DIPA, I just knew there was something wrong.
Chris, Chris, you trying to do some ASMR for us right now, or what's up, buddy?
Oh, can you guys hear me now? Is this-
I can hear you.
You gotta drink this lemon cucumber goza, and all I'm
No.
gonna do.
I'm so glad I didn't fucking review this because
has
it's
a,
not that good.
It is a homicidal body. Oh my god,
No, it's a goza. It's
Must be
shit.
getting deaf.
It's good. Not that good.
they can't tell me good.
Yeah, I don't remember the chat, Chris, but it was about 2 weeks ago. You were in a chat and your mic was way low.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
kind of low ever since. Like
Yeah.
it was a setting change.
Yeah, Craig. Yeah, Craig.
God damn it.
Chris.
No, I know, Chris. Jesus Christ, Jamie, just let me roll with it.
Think
What's
of
that, Rabbit?
some trogs.
Oh, Stroganator. That's great. Have you ever had barrel aged Stroganator?
Hand blueberry ale.
Who's
No,
drinking
this
Ham
is,
and River? Fuck that
first,
beer.
my first
Not
Stroganoff.
Hammond River. This is Gahan.
Oh, fuck that beer
Gahan.
too. Fucking
those
Gahan.
blueberries.
Oh, those are
Even
no,
worse
no,
than
no,
Hammond
no,
River.
Shit, all right, I'm good.
It's Gahanakus.
I have not had it before.
Kunitz.
It's better than Hammond River just because it's Hammond River. I remember us reviewing that at Shit Bucket Manor and totally being. It was fine. It was a.
I can already. It smells crazy from here. Wow, that's
The bit that I
Blueberry.
remember of the Hammond River, I liked it better than the Gahan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This smells nice.
Gahan doesn't even use probably real blueberries. It's probably fucking blueberry essence. The fuck?
That's the thing on the can. It says made with local blueberries.
At Hammond River or Gahan?
Yeah. No, Gahan.
Gahan?
Gahan.
Who the fuck cares? You just call it.
Can you put the can up? Is there an umlaut on those A's?
Is that umlautes?
I don't know.
Mine says.
But anyways, it says it's made with local blueberries, which
Right
is
here.
it's not a slurry. It's not a what was Nick saying? Back when they used to use well water and local blueberries and
You know what? I believe them.
Nick,
I believe them that they use real blueberries, but I believe that they used maybe one handful of them because the flavor of blueberry is hiding in this beer somewhere.
That's
Are you talking about like when?
Oh, go ahead, Paul. Sorry.
When Budweiser
it was
was triple
puree,
hop, they put all
purees.
3 hops in it.
Yeah,
that's
like 1, 2, 3.
Triple hop, baby.
The Hammond River Blueberry review we did at the Ship Fucking Banner. Fucking as we're drinking it, Nick off camera is telling us about how they use well water.
Yeah, back in the day, before they were city water and they used the well water, and they used local blueberries. It wasn't a slurry or a puree like they do now, but it was real hand-picked blueberries by the townspeople with their dirty townspeople brown hands.
It was great. It was great. He's like, I remember when I first had it. Oh, it was a 4.25 out of 5 all day.
The whole town comes together for blueberry picking day.
Yeah, after they muck the fields and gut the bluefins, they come and pick the blueberry.
So Craig is drinking a Foundation Brewing Company beer out of Portland, Maine. Cool that he can get it in the fucking, over there in the UK. Like 3 fucking cities in the US can get it. No big deal. Just how it works.
Yeah. Well, here he's just talking about it. He goes, "Hey, don't worry, I'll throw any." Because he was talking to Danny, and he's like, "I'll throw you any Trillium or Treehouse they got. I got all this stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, of course you do."
Yeah.
It's
fucking brewery only. How the fuck? What is even happening?
Yeah, brewery only shit just on the shelves.
It's all right.
Him anyway.
It's not bad.
Fucking great. It's okay.
That's okay.
It's not local.
Yeah, but you're not missing much. You're not missing much. It's just
it's a good beer.
It's all right.
It's okay. It's an IPA.
Starting to sound like my reviews or tastings. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all the reviews, Jesse, even though they're tasty. So.
It's an IPA. It's got all 3 letters in it. Whatever. Fuck it. Pour it.
It's got bitterness. Yeah.
We did. Paul, have you had? We did the Berserker from Midnight Sun. Have you had that one or no?
Yeah, I have.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
A little thin. Pretty good though.
It's a bit thin. I've had the Berserker and I've had Son of Berserker.
Oh, Son of Berserker. Is that like a 8%? Say.
Yeah, I don't know, 6 or 7 or something like that is a toned down version. I thought Berserker was a bit thin and a bit this and a bit that too. So.
Yeah, we It's funny. I was just every time we would drink a beer at the fucking Well Piss, I'm like, I wonder if Paul would say this is thin. And then I said, no, it's gonna be thin. Every single beer is gonna be thin. Every single one.
Yeah.
The Schramm's mead was the only one that wasn't thin, but it wasn't a beer, so
but it was mead.
That stuff is goddamn amazing.
Oh, you reckon you can go next year?
Who, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's next year to the Well and Piss Up.
Yeah.
Or wherever they're having it. Yeah, I'm gonna try next year. I just got screwed this year.
No. Yeah.
Well, Craig's asking because Craig wants to come, and if you're not coming, he's not going to come. That's how it works.
Yeah,
you don't want to be stuck with us assholes.
I'm trying to make the Kent Piss Up in October. I just got to buy the plane ticket and stuff still. So that's September 29th, October 7th, I think, or something like that. So I just got
Craig personally in my place.
Yeah, so next year it's going to be at Chris's then? Is it going to be the fucking Chippewa Piss Up?
Chippewa?
Piss Up with the hot tub and the fucking fire, and we're going to have a good
hot tub time machine.
Nick is banned from the hot tub. I think
Did I ask Chris how big's your backyard compared to Ashley's?
Or how dark is your area?
It's a little bit. Oh, actually, you know, it's about the same, but we have the fire pits in the hydro field, so it's fucking.
What the fuck is a hydro field?
It's where
it's a field of. It sounds like a river. A hydro field.
It sounds like where you're going to be for the majority of the fucking pit stop, right?
A field covered in solar panels.
Field is where there's actual hydro wires that run fucking lines through, and it's a big field. It's good. We got a fire pit out there.
It's a big field. You can get lost in it, Red Beer. Specifically, you will get lost. You won't break a rib. You just won't come back.
So if you like a massive fire, just
I'm going to take you with me in the night show.
I'm into it. Like whatever, butt stuff. I'm into it.
Oh yes.
Is anybody else having
He
trouble
has
hearing?
been to
Chris?
my house.
You'll have
What's
a
that?
cracking time.
I could barely hear you say what you just said.
Oh, yeah. I was
trying to
cutting over
use your
somebody.
microphone when you said it.
Check. Can you guys hear me?
No,
1, 2?
Chris, I can't really hear him
Yeah,
at
you're
all.
real low, Chris. On a scale of 1 to Redbeard, you're about negative 300 Redbeards.
Okay,
I don't know
hold
what
on.
that scale
Let me
means.
check right now. 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2.
No,
Check,
yeah,
check.
you're clear,
1,
but
2.
you're really low.
What?
It's like
But he's like calming.
Can't Nick just fucking turn you up on the settings?
Who's
Can
quiet?
you turn you up?
Chris.
It's something on your end, Chris. Like I said, two weeks ago, you started going really low.
Say
Nick,
something.
can you turn him on?
And you
Turn me on, baby.
Can I turn you on, baby?
Turn me on,
You
baby.
make me horny, baby.
Could be just some random unidentifiable problem like my stupid OBS microphone shit that
It
happens.
could be.
IBS.
No, I'm usually able to make it in time.
Oh,
Can we have Breakwall sponsor your bottle share next
settle
year?
down, Jamie. Settle down, Jamie.
I know where Jamie's going on this one, and I will ask her.
Let me read the comments real quick, since Nick isn't a great host at anything
Fuck
in
the
general.
comments. Fuck the commenters.
Because you're a fucking pro there, Joe.
Well, I mean, it's Ethan and Chad, who I don't know, so yes, combined. I just want to read Jake. Jake says the D, who was on my channel. He says, one of my local breweries has a pickle sour. I'm afraid to try it.
No, try it. I'm sure it's amazing.
I'm sure it's fucking totally full of dip.
I just got a pickle candy, like a hard candy, and that was fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Pickled hard candy.
Yeah.
Round out set.
That sounds
Like-
rocking.
Pickled hard candy or pickle flavored?
How does-
It was
Did it
sorry,
punch
yeah,
your
pickle
palate?
flavored, like a pickle flavored hard candy, and
That
I just
sounds
Did it
I
punch your
wanna
palate? I want to know
know
about
when-
the cleansing palate
amazing.
properties.
yeah.
Label out, Nick.
Palette label out.
Nick,
Yeah,
Shimei whiting it, you fucking
Jimmy
racist.
White.
Mhm.
That is
That sounds like a good pucker sucker.
fucker sucker.
Let's see. Chad says Joe stalked my ex-wife. I did not, and now I feel ill that I was in the same fucking place.
It's
No,
not
you
stalking
should
if
feel-
you're in a public place like a Walmart and you follow her around a little bit. It's okay.
Or if you look for the fucking
Follow
blind albino guy who's in the fucking kids' toy section, and you don't know where to look because you're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Did you guys? Peter, the Clueless Drinker, shared a post on Facebook. So some guy in Britain. He's like, I guess I don't think he's fired now, but he was a delivery for FedEx or some delivery thing.
Overly nice.
And yeah, I guess he was just like kind of being a little flirty with the receptionist, and she got a fucking restraining order on him.
Mhm.
Like,
Don't say hello to women. Just hit them
That's
from
fucked
behind
up,
with a
man.
pipe. Do what you need to do. Walk away.
oh,
I don't like,
Yeah.
I don't like the tone
That's
Ethan
weird.
has on these
What?
comments section. I don't like
What?
Nick's not here.
Is that a real conversation?
Still here.
Oh, you are.
What?
Is this something?
yes.
Yep.
So many of you don't do it right. You got to breathe in.
No one fucking do it right, including Redbeard. Just no help.
No, don't try it, Jesse. Don't make it two.
That wasn't bad, Chris. I like that. That was good.
Mass muting going on here momentarily. It's unbelievable.
Canal. Chris, you done that? I heard that.
You know what? I'm gonna show that comment, Ethan, just to see what kind of fucking gross person you are. Not cool. Ethan in the comment section, just being Ethan. He says strawberry basil cream ale on my brew list. He
didn't. He said his BU list.
He said he spelled brew wrong. He said DEEW, and then he corrected brew list. So I read the corrected version.
Strawberry.
And then he says Joe isn't on a scale. Don't read my comments. I don't allow it. Grab them by the pussy. What a piece of shit you are, Ethan. Just big
Terrible.
piece of shit.
He's
You're
overrated.
not as
right
big as
now.
a piece of shit as Greg, but you're close.
So would
That
you
is
do
correct.
like a secondary with the strawberry and basil and just use lactose for the cream?
Fucking who knows? Ethan doesn't even know. Ethan's a piece of shit.
Speaking
you're
of Greg,
Are you
We
just
all know
stringing a
what
bunch
to
of
use.
words together?
we all know what to use for cream. Speaking of Greg,
Probably would do something like that. Actually,
No.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to try a basil strawberry cream ale. That sounds gross to me.
Strawberries and basil go really, really well together.
I know, but like as a cream ale base, I don't know. I don't think that would.
It's just fucking call it a milkshake IPA. Fuck it.
No, well, milkshake IPA, sure. Cream ale.
Well, no. What is it? Just put an other half fucking logo on it, and he'll buy
yeah,
it.
yeah, do that.
Oh,
I'll-
I see.
I'll review
Strawberry
it.
basil cream ale. Oh, okay, got
Cream
it.
ale. No, but it has to be like daydream. It'd be like strawberry.
Yeah.
Daydream cream ale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ethan. I see what you're getting at there. Strawberry.
Okay.
Nobody
basil
actually
cream
sees
ale.
because you don't make any sense, Ethan. Okay, just be honest.
And Craig, to answer your question from 10 minutes ago, I got a Sparkle Puff.
Wow. His most recent comment is an interesting thing.
Hashtag
Really?
Wait, he asked a question.
No,
Craig,
he just
no.
Craig
Craig asked like 10 minutes ago what we were all drinking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, everyone. Maple Rooski in the comment section. He says, "What's up, Boozebags? Maple Rooski, why weren't you more personable at the El Bonarano Beer Fest? I mean, I talked to Maple Rooski. I talked to him too, but like,
why didn't he come to the Maple Rooski Albino Rhino Beer Festival?
Maple Rooski was there.
He was there.
He was there. He just didn't say hi to any of us except for me.
He couldn't have been there.
I saw him briefly at the beginning, and that was it.
Wait, I got a picture. I got a picture somewhere, I think.
No, I don't believe it. There's no way he would have been there. And
I
none
gotta
of
prove
us
it.
would have
Give
seen
me a
him.
second.
Jamie, I'm not gonna change your mind. I know you're gonna stick to your guns.
Yeah.
And,
no, I know he was there.
No, I don't know if he was.
Joking around.
No, I
know
think
he
I
was there.
talked to him, but I'm not sure if it was actually him or not. Positive.
Uric was literally right beside him and took a picture and put it on Instagram, and then did not say hi.
The best, I think, honestly, the most underappreciated moment of the entire festival was Redbeard accidentally spilling the beer on that lady, and then Greg, of all people, trying to step in to make things right.
It was better.
It was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. I was like, Redbeard spilled the beer on him, and then Greg goes, and I'm like, what? You're just gonna make it worse. Like,
Automatically, he just starts grabbing.
I'll give him the.
Greg is basically a gasoline Band-Aid.
Yeah, he came in. He came in like he came in, tried. He made a decent effort, but the all he did in the chick's eyes was make it worse. Like
no,
she's just
because
like,
in everyone's eyes, he made it worse because that's what Greg does. He makes everything worse in general.
No, again though, he came in and he was very like saying like he's a nice guy.
I wish we
don't be too hard on him, and he came in being all nice. And,
well, so he came in and he lied. He lied straight to her face.
Yeah. Don't call the cops.
He didn't lie.
Not a
Joe, you
rapist.
fucking bastard.
That's uncalled for, Redbeard. I'm
Kinda
not
funny.
even saying anything bad about
I'm trying
it.
to find the clip of where that
Sorry, I was keeping count. That was at least the 30th small little dig you've given me this evening, bitch.
I know. What 30th?
Minimum
28th. Let's not get crazy.
He's my stepchild. Please be nice to him.
Yeah. I see what he did there, except for you have no hair. It's the red bearded stepchild.
Fuck you, man. I haven't shaved. Look at this. I haven't shaved it.
I prefer not to
Wow.
look at it in general.
Tell you, I mean, Joe, you're really ribbing fucking Redbeard tonight.
I see what you did there.
Well, Craig wasn't going to say it, so I figured I would.
I will say though, Redbeard, it was good that you powered through your
I did, but
broken.
no.
That's impressive.
Your self-induced broken.
You would not believe how many people were like, Redbeard was crying in the morning. He was like in tears.
Yeah.
And maybe what happened?
Trying to
And then
get
it comes out that you actually have a fucking broken rib, and then everyone feels terrible except for they don't, but they kind of do, but not really. I mean, you toughed it out though.
How's it feeling now, Red?
It's getting better.
Nice.
Enough beer, everything will feel better.
100%.
feel just
Do you
as
have,
bad as
like, all
about
that
the same
tape?
as the guys, the jackass, when they get hurt. You feel about that bad? Like, oh,
Man,
Brian Knoxville
they,
got hurt.
well, they make money for that shit, so no, I don't feel.
Well, you're making real money too.
You sure about that? I don't.
In all honesty, beer
Stop
has
throwing
been
yourself around. Stop throwing
Beer-
yourself around, you madman.
that won't happen. Beer has honestly been a way better pain medication than this. What they gave me at the hospital? They gave me a prescription
You're
for
getting
fucking
old. You're nearly 40. Fucking hell. What are you doing?
Cyanide.
naproxen, and it does nothing.
Naproxen is just fucking a leaf. The brand name
Garbage.
leaf. That's
It's
all.
fucking
It is.
garbage.
You go to the store and you buy a leaf, and that's what
They're like, don't give him the good shit.
No, they're like, do not give him any of the fucking hard pain pills. Just give him fucking Tylenol and leave, and like massive doses of it.
Well, the funny thing is, if I really, really needed it, I can call. My mom has like a medicine cabinet that would make a lot of drug dealers.
You're blowing it. You're blowing it in your mom. You're blowing it in your mom right now. No,
You're
but
blowing it
honestly,
in your mom?
But honestly, you know what help you? So a leaf, yeah. I hope he's not blowing his mom. Yeah, a leaf is very similar to ibuprofen. It's anti-inflammatory, so that's why they give it to you because there's any
naproxen.
Yeah,
It does nothing. It does
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, I mean, what is the dose on that? Is it 220 milligrams?
It's 2 pills a day, and the fucking things are.
Tonight on Dr. Joe.
It's supposed to be like ibuprofen, except for last
Is that like on the pill itself?
4 times as long or some shit.
Or whatever
No, it's not
milligrams.
on. It's not on the pill. It's on the container.
Yeah,
It's not just smoking like a fucking bowl. Just take the pain away for you, man.
yeah.
Do you
What I
actually
see,
just-
no,
do you-
it makes them insane.
Do you actually like crush it up and get like a?
Oh
or do you-
fuck no! I snorted one thing one time in my life, and it will never ever happen again.
Did you let the doctors know that you drink alcohol, because like you shouldn't be taking like aspirin?
These say 500 on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like basically two like regular elite pills,
Yeah.
like 2.25.
So well, again, when I went there and they were doing the X-rays and all that stuff, they asked me if I wanted a shot of painkiller. I'm like, yeah, sure, do it up. And
Right in the woods.
the shot,
Right in the nutsack.
it did nothing for the pain, and all it did was feel like I got stung by a bee or something in my.
We know.
Today.
You know what they probably did? Like obviously, it's like liquid ibuprofen or liquid Motrin is what they do.
Yeah, it's they don't. There's signs. There's signs everywhere. In the hospital
What
saying-
they give you Viagra? I don't get it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of signs on everywhere.
My ribs still hurt, but I have
we don't prescribe opioids or anything like that at the
I'm
hospital.
ready to party tonight.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Go.
been 4 hours and I'm still ready to go.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
fuck this
I'd be
can.
eating those fucking things. Yeah, I'd be taking those like chiclets, fucking more and more and more.
Well, what's probably happening, Redbeard, is like, you know, obviously you broke your ribs, so it's not as much as it's not inflamed. Probably it's just probably straight up pain because it hurts. So what Aleve and ibuprofen is going to do for that is absolutely nothing. For sure. Yeah.
And actually, like I said, it's getting better. The worst thing that I can do at this point in time that I found is to fucking sneeze.
Oh,
Sneezing
yeah, it's hard.
is fucking. I've done it about 3 times now.
Exactly happening.
And
Drink
it basically,
beer. Beer
feels
probably
I just broke my rib again for like half an hour.
Yeah.
When I had my back
there's
out, when I had
Redbeard in the
sciatica,
country
my
check.
back was out. Every time I sneezed, it was the worst thing in the world.
Yo, when I say that, I'm like Greg would be the last guy in the world that I would ever go ask that go and help in that situation. Also, he has rock hard nips. I believe that's what I say.
Well, look at her expression. Look at her. Wait, rewind. Nick.
It was like she was like so fucking
She's
sprawled out.
happy. Like, watch her face. She's happy, smiley. Greg starts talking, smiley, gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that. As soon as Greg starts like douche falls out of his mouth.
What falls out of his mouth, Nick?
Douche.
And I don't know. She was being really kind of bitchy about it, but I just went for whatever reason it happened, and I just went into full on apology mode.
Look
I'm
at
so
her. She
sorry.
looks like she must be a douche. She looks like a feminist.
Still, I didn't mean to.
Right.
Obviously,
She
She's
looks
I
lucky
realized
she
I
didn't
had
stab
left
you.
my glass,
Yeah.
and I felt
To
bad.
be fair, she was probably minding her own business, and then a big fucking redheaded guy just goes over and just spills his beer all over her. Like, I probably wouldn't be happy about that.
To be honest, she's
She's
probably
like an
minding
she's
her own
Instagram.
business with her legs like draped across the ground.
Well, she's taking a picture. The guy was taking a picture of her for Instagram or something, and I tried to photobomb the picture.
Yeah.
You know,
Basically,
And then Greg trying to convince him that he's not a total pervert, and then
yeah, Greg's like, oh, he's totally not a pervert, and also my fucking nips are not rock hard, even though they totally are.
Yeah,
The underlying problem may be that she just had some lager shed beer.
Oh my god, dude! I just trolled that fucking review.
maybe she has some Charlottesville Brewing Company beer and she's lactose intolerant.
I remember going up to the
That's
lager shed
weird.
guys.
Nice beer.
I went up to the lager shed guys, and I asked them to tell me about the fucking barrel aged lager shed and to go into detail.
Yeah,
And
the physics.
they're like, "Oh man,
7 days barrel aged.
oh man, that was the
When
lager."
it comes down to it,
That's good.
it was 10 days in the barrel. It would have been really good.
10 days.
7 days was a little bit weak.
Yeah.
10 days, fuck, it would have been mint. Like,
I could definitely see how.
they're copying.
I give it a 9 out of 2022.
It took me everything not to laugh in their face when they're
I
like,
like
"Yeah, it's our lager shed, and it's aged 10 days in Pinot Noir barrels." I'm like, 10 fucking days.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Did you ask them if Innocent Gun was their influence? And that seems very innocent.
Innocent Gun is their spirit animal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Grossest innocent gun was way better than whatever.
Was that the brewers, or were they like beer reps or something that said
They're
that?
just
'Cause they may have messed up. It might
Yeah,
have been-
they're
all just
it might have been like 10 months in the.
Oh no,
barrel.
it wasn't. It was so this place does only loggers, Jesse, and they had like a basically It was a macro lager. It didn't taste like a fucking craft lager. It was a macro lager, and then they take that beer and put it in Pinot Noir barrels for 10 days.
Well,
Like,
as long as it
literally
took them
10
to
days.
drive from there to the beer
Yeah,
fest.
and it tasted like it was in the barrel for 10 days because it was moderately better. Like it
So
was. If that was
they
shit,
just gave it some oxygenation, and that was about it,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it was. It was not. It was not good. And I just walked away like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like this is."
It was like eating. It was like sucking the boxed wine box after you drank the wine and let it sit out for a while.
That wasn't even that good. It wasn't even that
cardboard.
I'm actually surprised you guys even went to Lagershed to do it.
I was like, I've never had Lagershed. They've been at the fest for like 4 straight years, and I'm like, I've never went there. And I was like, I'll go check them out, and I'm like, I regret every single moment of spending any tickets or being in their presence.
I never
We went, Joe, and that's all I will ever drink now.
Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't even the worst beer of the fest.
Lager shit beer, and then their other beer with 7 days in the barrel. It was delicious.
You're really selling me on the fest. You're really
Three
selling me.
out of 10.
There was another brewery that Jamie found. He's like, okay, he came back. He's like, yeah, it tastes and smells like buttered popcorn. Grossest shit I've ever drank in my life.
I can't remember. Was it Block Street or Lock
Street? L-O-C-K. And it was their fucking summer wit beer. And I was like, this is a Belgian wit beer.
Straight up butter fucking popcorn.
Acetaldehyde.
Dude, it was butter popcorn complete with salt. Like I even got. I'm like, I'm drinking
the shit I've ever drank.
I think that's the only one I actually poured out at the festival.
I fucking chugged my glass because someone dared me, and I regret every moment. It was gross.
Cheers, Craig.
Like, I did a great job, and like 2 minutes later, I'm like, Craig's
Craig, yes,
Craig's leaving.
Fantastic.
Take it easy, Craig.
I have another can of it.
Thank you for joining me on my review. Good morning.
Cheers,
good night.
Craig.
Thank you.
But
Fuck you. Bye.
It stuck out so much for me because it was at a point where like I hadn't had anything for whatever an hour kind of thing. Like I had some food. I took a little break. You were tired. You know,
real tired.
Tired from the night before. So it was like, okay, I'm ready for a beer. I walked around.
You guys woke up at like 6 a.m. You crazy bastards.
Well, yeah, it's my clock. I wake up super early. So I was finally ready for a beer, and I walked around the whole fucking fest. I was looking at all the different beers, and I was like, that fucking sounds really good. Summer wit beer. Go up, and then I come back to the table, and I take that first little sniff of it, and it's like fucking straight up butter. Like movie popcorn butter. Hello?
Nick, what the fuck are you doing?
He's drunk.
I'll take care of that.
I do have a very, very specific question to ask Joe. Did Bose bring their alt beer?
Like, seriously, dude?
All right, Nick's drunk.
Apparently. What the fuck?
I don't know if they brought their alt beer, to be honest.
Bose did not.
Oh,
They probably brought a
the whole
fucking
fest was a
group.
waste.
They brought I guarantee you they brought a group.
I did not try any.
Or actually, no. I'm sorry.
I am Groot?
I actually didn't go to the booth. I don't know what they brought.
Neither did I.
The I am Groot.
Were they there?
What brewery are we talking about?
No, I was thinking.
Bose.
Oh, that they had a Radler.
The beer, not the speaker.
They had a Radler, and I think they had their new session IPA.
We had they had like a Saison that was a collaboration between them and GLB. Bills.
Wait a second, Nick.
Yours to Rediscovery.
Didn't we do a review of one of their beers?
Yeah, we did. We did a review of the Yours to Rediscover Terroir.
Wow. Okay.
And you were really drunk at the time. It was like the last one we did.
So now there's like 2 days that I have information missing from my brain.
Oh, I didn't even see. Did Ashley get smammered at the fucking festival?
No, I felt good at the fest. I was a little foggy at first. Now, Joe, are you going to upload that video that we did of the Cayman Kettle, where that random woman interrupted?
Probably not.
Come on, no.
Not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Upload it to
the Pits Up. Want me to do it on the Pits Up channel?
Yeah.
If you don't want to upload it to your channel, anything I don't want to upload to mine.
Excuse me, did you say lemon? I'm like,
that was a fucking amazing.
That was awesome.
I'm like, I said lemon. She's like, oh, I'm photo bombing. I'm like, it's video bombing, but it's kind of the same thing.
And here you go, Ash. There's part of your memory that's missing.
Oh, there we go. That's awesome. It's a forgotten weekend.
It was
You
your
guys
idea to
changed
review
the,
that beer too.
That was my idea.
I think so.
Actually,
It
had
was
a
my
lot of
idea to
crazy
review
ideas.
those.
A lot of well, that sounds
You
like an
came
idea
up to
you
me
might
like right at the end of the festival and like, let's review some beers. Like, where have
Well,
you been
because
all
you were
the
complaining that you didn't get a chance to do many reviews. I'm like, fine,
I didn't
let's
do
do
any
it.
review. I didn't do any fucking reviews with Joe. I was disappointed.
Dan,
didn't actually
At
see
the end
much
of the,
Ashley
end of the
Festival.
festival, Joe blows me off. He's like, look, I'm going to toss this stock to somebody more response.
I'm like fucking chopped liver
Hell.
over here.
Okay,
That's
Ashley, Ashley and his
fine,
wife
that's
were
good.
like the two first people I saw when I walked into the festival. I went in and said hi and that, and then they just kind of faded into the background. And I don't. Maybe I saw them like one other time during the festival.
Who?
Ashley was just a ghost. Ashley,
You were just too busy spilling shit all over people. So,
Yeah.
like, fine,
that happened one time.
Oh,
asshole.
shit.
I made a decision at some point to just not review beer anymore. I talked to you about this, Nick, but like I just
Yeah.
did fun just chilling and just chatting with people and just having a good time. Like fucking.
Ask me how many beer reviews I
Like
did.
here's the spot. Well, this is the last I saw of Joe too.
Oh, we were leaving.
He blew me off. Like, no, I want to talk to somebody else.
Oh, I was talking about like, oh no,
You're talking to
no,
Amy.
this is me coordinating how we're gonna leave because Agnes was like really worried about the weather, and we were trying to figure out how to get all you guys back to Shit Bucket Manor, plus be able to get everybody back to where they needed to be. And like you're worried about beer reviews, and I'm like, I'm worried about getting the fuck out of here. What I'm worried about.
Because it was just about.
Well, it was a good thing because we didn't left any sooner than we did. We would have been stuck in that.
I know. That's why Joe came up with a plan, totally sober, to fucking get out
making
there.
yourself looking fucking mint after all this, Joe.
I fucking look like a beast. Is what I was
Love
looking
you,
like.
Joe.
No, honestly though, like reviewing, like at some point, like I reviewed like 3 or 4 beers before you guys even got there, just by myself, like before anyone else got there. And then I reviewed like 2 or 3 beers with Ashley and Chris, and I was just like, I would love to do like a whole like kind of you did, Nick, about like fucking hour and a half long of just here's the Albino Round Beer Fest and Well and Pistol. And I was just like, I just want to sit here and drink with my friends. Like that's all I want to do. I don't care about getting shit on camera. So that's what I did.
Listen,
I
it's
still
hard-
remember
it's
the
hard to
second year I
actually-
was there, and my thing is what I did was I ran around and I had 15 fucking samples in the first 5 minutes, got really shit faced, and then I just ate German food the rest of the time.
And you hung out with my
worked
dad. Is what
Yeah.
you pretty much did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Listen, in a
Seems to
festival
work
like
well.
that, if they could actually make an area, not necessarily for beer tubers in general, just an area to like a quiet
For
area,
beer
fucking
on women.
Just give me like one of those fucking picnic tables for us that we could just
Well,
sit
like,
there and do
that was the
reviews.
thing I was saying. Like the festival is awesome and everything. My first time being there, but compared to other festivals I've been to, like kind of up north that have like the same number of breweries and kind of the same number of people, they'll have it like a big field or something. It's just way more open space. Like by the like peak part of that festival, it was fucking packed. Like walking around, having to move through people,
you're dodging people, and it's hard to.
And there
fucking sit
really
down.
wasn't-
And the music
and that-
is playing too. It's fucking.
well, yeah, a lot of like that too. Like Chad being like all super anti no live music.
Yeah.
I find like you don't have them like right in the middle of everything. You have them kind of off to the side, so that just kind of the music permeates
I'll
the
tell you right now,
festival.
you
And
know how you make the Albino Round of Beer Fest better by adding live music on that stage inside the sanctuary.
that would be pretty cool.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking based off of what happened with Redbeard. I think that they might add like the wet T-shirt contest
Yeah.
next year.
Oh, there you go.
Wet t-shirt contest.
Well, I was gonna say most
they have
people
a wet-
probably up there wear wife beaters stained with vomit already, so they don't care if they get more beer spilled on them.
If they have a wet fucking t-shirt contest next year, all my money goes towards Greg, without question, no doubt.
His
I
nips
want to
will
say
win.
too, one thing that I noticed that again,
rock
like
hard, rock
wasn't-
hard,
wasn't
7
really
hours straight, rock hard.
super bad, but like a lot of other ones I go to with like the same number of breweries, there wasn't really that many food trucks to choose from.
We get some more comments there, by the way.
I was
was
pretty happy
decent.
with the food
It was
selection.
decent.
I was
Like
happy.
another one I've gone
It was
to.
okay.
I
The
think
only
I-
thing I had to eat there was the walking taco from I forget what place it was called.
I had the bacon wrap burger I had was
Listen,
hot
the
dog was
food-
good.
The food was what it was, right? I mean, there was food trucks, there was fucking
was
grilled
good.
cheese, there were a whole bunch of shit. But the best thing in that festival, I'll tell you right now, 2 things. Number 1 was the water,
The water.
Oh, the water.
and number
fucking
two
water.
was
Water
the
was a
fucking
great idea.
And the number 2 thing was the fucking coffee.
Yeah, the coffee. Fucking.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fucking
That was a good one.
the iced coffees that were coming out of that guy's fucking place was fucking
Dude,
awesome.
fantastic. That was the first place I hit up when I got there because I needed.
I'd put the hot sauce guy above the coffee.
I don't know. The
Jack, so
poutine
like,
from that place was pretty
the
fucking good. My dad got the
poutine,
pulled pork poutine,
Anyway,
and then I ate the rest of it because he couldn't.
Anyway,
and then it was.
I got to read the rest of the comments because otherwise Joe will criticize me for not reading the comments here. I just want to say that the first thing is, of course, that Ethan says stick my nuts in and put the other half.
Fuck him. Just stop.
Yeah, okay, well, fuck Ethan. Okay, so Maple Risky says, sadly, I was pretty miserable with a cold, so I was pretty low key. Oh, that's where I got my fucking cold from. It was
gave you a cold.
Share a beer, or you probably face
Maple Risky. Next time you got to do some reviews with us, dude. Hope you're still there. Ethan says Redbeard is hard as fuck. I'll mail you some Redbeard. Blah 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 blah. Redbeard, easy fix. Most of them those bath salts, homie. Fuck.
What are you
All right,
saying?
so
right
Joe Gansel says, looks like you guys had a good time. We definitely did.
We did.
And
sure.
Clips Brewing is in the chat saying, good evening, guys. Hey, chat.
Up Eclipse.
What's up, Eclipse?
What up?
Yeah, no,
Cheers,
I mean,
Eclipse.
What up, bitch?
we'll say the fast and the piss up, great time as always, no question. I've gotten to a point though, like where like the whole on location review stuff, like I'll post that fucking that Cayman Kettle half of I'll post that on the well and piss up, but like I got like 4 or 5 reviews, and I'm just like. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm not going to post a fucking minute and a half review just to my channel.
You should post that Cayman Kettle one because you know what? It was actually one of the best beers that they brought.
It was the best beer of the fest for me. It was fucking delicious.
For me, that was. I love that thing.
It was a grilled it was a grilled lemon Hefeweizen. Cayman Kettle.
Did you say lemon?
I had their black IPA and something else, but I don't think I tried that.
No,
you're
Jesse,
It's so
you would
good.
appreciate this because I was talking to the brewers. They turned that beer around from grain to keg in 8 days.
You know, just bypass us because we're not homebrewers. But fuck you too, Ashley. You piece of shit.
Back yeast or some shit.
I don't know what they.
To normally like you got to let the yeast go, so you're looking at 4 to 7 days just for primary fermentation, and then you usually let it settle for another week or so, so the yeast can finish up the job and just clean up all the shit it put into the beer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it was probably the best beer of the fest too, which was even more amazing.
Oh, Paul would have got that too. Sorry, Paul. I forgot you were here.
All right.
You're not
Yeah,
yelling.
yeah.
at me.
Fuck you, Ashley. We can get it. Just because we don't homebrew doesn't mean we don't get it.
Yeah, I know.
My favorite
right,
beer of the fest, I think, was the Superior Uber from Nickelbrook.
I didn't get to try that.
We didn't get to try it because they fucking were having problems with it. The 2 times I went there,
It
they're like,
fucking
"Oh,
opened
up.
mine broke." I'm like,
And
"Oh,
actually, I did a review with Greg, and that's the one where my fucking SD card got full and half it got cut off. Made me sad.
I think my favorite beer from the festival was the Young Rivals from Merritt.
Yes, I agree.
That was good.
Well,
It
you know
was so
what?
juicy.
You know what? You say you agree, Chris, but I have a review that would be to the contrary because you actually
agree.
reviewed it, and you thought it was very vegetal when we were reviewing it.
Yes.
Deny.
Yeah,
Chris.
fresh IPA, New England style IPA.
I'm pretty sure I said it was vegetable.
You said it was vegetal. We agreed with you. I thought it was very green, and I thought it was way too sweet. I don't think there was any bitterness or dryness to cut the sweetness. It was very sweet. I could see how people like it, but it wasn't my favorite. My favorite was that grilled lemon Hefeweizen.
Joe Gansel in the comment, was that beer that exploded on you guys infected? I'm assuming he's probably talking about the
Pure
one,
Trace from True to Diablo barrel age for
the one that I
Yeah.
accidentally
Yeah.
saved everybody from that beer. I saved everyone from that beer.
had
Feel
to
good.
be infected. It didn't taste right. It tasted like it was infected, and it didn't taste like what a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout should taste like.
Yeah, it was funny. I remember seeing Redbeard take the bottle. Oh, I'm gonna pour it real soft. And he's pouring. It doesn't matter. It's fucking.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna say,
just explodes in foam. Yeah, right.
even Belgian imperial stouts, if you have that much foam, there's definitely something wrong. It's gonna taste like shit every time.
It wasn't like so much it tasted bad. There was just like this. It definitely was a lot better like than the King of the Forest or something for our barrel aged Please the Fifth.
Common sense, like you don't.
But I mean, it still tasted like okay. If you told me this was like whiny bastard, like it was like Pinot Noir or some kind of wine barrel, it was
tang to it, like licking a battery kind of thing. Like
oh shit!
Oh god, yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was.
How does it compare to the Reinhard 2-year barrel age that was infected to
marginally better?
Marginally better.
It definitely made me feel a lot better about accidentally forgetting Nick's beers.
Yeah,
I just
It's the two beers that I was gonna bring. One was infected, and the other was that brewed IPA that we did anyway. So, like the two beers we did of mine at the fest or at the stuff were that DDH Green Island and the vanilla beans from Trailway, which we both enjoy. We all.
Oh, who did that?
I wish I would have shared that other half. Fucking, I like my sugar with coffee and cream. I wish I would have shared that at the actual piss up because that was one of the best beers of the weekend.
That was
delicious. Yeah, it was like cold brew coffee with like a hazelnut shot.
I wish I tried more of that, but the fucker was 15%.
Yeah, well, that's why I wish I would.
Well, at least find you
Paul
a good sessionable beer.
Yeah, Paul would have drank beer.
I was a little surprised in the review when I'm reading the percent. I'm like reading it. It's like 15 fucking.
Well, why do you guys think I brought it? Like I knew there was going to be 10 or 11 of us. It's basically 16.9 ounces. So I'm thinking like.
Wasn't that crazy mead that you gave us like even stronger? What was that? Wasn't that?
That was 14%.
Okay,
it was a raspberry mead, but the problem with that is that bottle is fucking $25. That's expensive.
I would totally buy another bottle.
But it was fucking. That was raspberry jam beer. Raspberry jam. Juice. It was amazing.
That's the perfect sharing beer. I mean, that's everyone gets an ounce or two, and you enjoy.
It's a bottle of wine, but beer. Mead,
yeah, you wouldn't like one. You drink like one of those kind of over an evening kind of thing.
Well, what I did is I bought the there was an they do an Apple one too, and I brought it to Christmas with my family, and everyone had like an ounce of it. And that was like the perfect thing. It was like everyone was like, it's delicious, but like it's fucking expensive and it's high in ABV, so it's like it's the perfect sharing beer. Without question.
One of the reasons that beer was that mead was so tasty is the fact that it's a mead. Like the meads are just
it's not a beer.
Again, like I've never had a mead to that level. I guess like I've had mead. I've had like a ginger mead or like a honey mead or like something.
Yeah,
I've never.
You drink that? Fuck Trafalgar. Like that's what the way.
Yeah, like no mead that I've had was anywhere even remotely close to the level of that.
Eat it from Mellow Bell because it has fruit in it. If we're
still,
yeah,
it was fucking
I've had like
incredible.
A lot of good ones from Bee Nectar.
Like as far as like I wouldn't. I guess it can't be my top beer of the bottle share because it wasn't a beer. But as far as like my top memorable liquid that I had, that would probably be it. I'm thinking back now. I'm not sure what
beer of the share, hands down, without question, was the fucking double barrel Mother Night from Barncat that you were buying.
That was pretty tasty.
Did I try that one?
I can't remember what I thought of it. I just remember it being really damn good.
Wait. Jamie, did you bring that? Never mind. Jamie,
Jamie brought that.
What the fuck? Sorry, Jamie.
You were I'm pretty sure home to himself to not share.
I feel like I tried a couple, at least 2 or 3 beers that you brought. I don't know if I tried this one you speak of though.
I'm pretty sure that Jamie won. He brought the best beer to this piss up as well as the last piss up.
Yeah, he did.
What was the last piss up?
Barncat.
No, last time he brought the Nagna O's.
Yes, he did.
Oh, yes, I brought the Nagna O, and then I brought the Barncat Rat Queen barrel aged rat.
Here's the thing about rat.
I was thinking about rat. Was it Rat River? Rat
Queen. Yeah,
it was good. Yeah,
Barncat is the best brewery in Ontario, in my opinion. And here's the thing. They fucking have shitty hours. Jamie will tell you about them. But, like, they make fucking great beer. But they don't really package too often. I think they just can. They're, like, first, there's maybe second IPA that they've ever canned. They make great beer, but, like, they're open, like, 9 hours a week.
They did that double mosaic.
Unfortunately, like, I literally work, like, a 5-minute drive from where they are. But our hours are completely opposite. Like I'm not in the city.
Can't even go on break.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. 100%. Like if I can
tell your job to go fuck itself.
If I could leave. Oh no, it would just be like if I could leave my work and go there, and even if I had to wait half an hour, but it's like no, there's like a 3-hour difference between when I'm done my job for the week and when they open up.
Well, what you do is take a day off.
I'm pretty sure. Like, when you guys had this beer? Was it in like the main area on the couch, or was it like off the?
Yeah, it was the main area on the couch.
Was it? Yeah. I don't.
You
know.
didn't review it.
It was early on. It was. I think it was one of the first beers we had.
It was like first 10. One of the first 10 beers we had inside. So like in the first hour or two.
Yeah, but shit that we were outside and we had whatever you were.
No, you had it right. Redbeard, you tried it. 100%.
Did I?
I
Okay,
remember
good.
you
It
talking
has to be on the stream. I'm almost positive it's on the
Well, that's
stream.
what I'm wondering right now. Yeah, like I've already watched the stream
But we were-
one
we
and a
were-
half times now.
We were gonna consider who like is gonna review it on their channel, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just drink. I don't care about reviewing. I just drink it."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Fuck, we should review this because this is amazing. Like this is so good."
Well, that was one thing we were saying the other
But
day. having the
didn't
live
your
stream.
friend Sean get you a bottle of that?
Me?
Yeah.
No. What he had a bottle he was gonna share when he came down here for a weekend and just hang out.
Okay.
But he didn't have one specifically for me, so I was glad to
Okay.
be able to try it because I don't know if I was going to get a chance
Right.
to try it. And then I think Ewart had a bottle from Sean that he shared with his buddy Derek. So
Yeah, because
I would like to-
I
I
have
know
I have
this.
2 more, Joe. I bought 2. I bought 4 bottles of it. I had one, brought one to the share, and I have 2 more. So if you want it, I can get you one or whatever.
I want one.
no worries, man. I mean,
I
would
gotta
love-
talk to Joe for a second and use bourbon barrel aged imperial sponge candy stout. What the fuck?
What about it?
I just saw Rod got some. What the
That sounds
fuck?
good.
No, that dude, I sent him that like a year, maybe like 14 months ago. He just
That
put it up
doesn't
to
matter.
review now.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter because that's when I sent it to him. Like, fucking 14 months ago.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't had the last couple releases of that. Last time I had it was 17, I believe. So,
That would probably be a good one to bring to the fest one year. If you ever
yeah,
get it.
I need to grab one. Maybe I'll grab one later this year and then bring it.
One thing, a couple people did during the bottle share, and it should have happened every time. We need to keep that in mind. Like next time was, I think Ewart did it a couple times. Whenever he was going to have his stuff, he walked up to the camera
And showed
and
the bottle.
showed the people what we're going to have, kind of thing.
Yep.
Because like a lot of it, you can see us having stuff, but there's all these different conversations going on, and you really can't.
You know the great thing about that though, Kerry? The great thing about everything you talk about is it, like in theory, is fantastic.
Oh no!
And then
it's-
when it happens, none of it happens.
No,
Like,
again,
none
you know
of
what,
it just
though?
all falls apart.
If somebody had made the point of saying
Yeah.
we should do this
I was gonna say,
before we
last
started,
year we
then I
did.
feel like more people would have. Maybe not all of them, but
And I
more people.
I was thinking that the exact same thing that day. Was like, oh man, before we drink any beer, we should just open it up or whatever and show the camera.
And have
Or-
like a have
or
a
type it
whiteboard,
in the chat.
have a whiteboard or a chalkboard or something, and write down and keep track.
You're
of all the
talking about
fucking
writing
shit.
now?
Yeah,
Holy
now you're
fuck.
getting nerdy. Now you're getting super
Way
nerdy.
too much,
Yeah,
way
yeah,
too much.
Well,
That's not fucking
When
effort
we
at all.
were
Be
at
fun.
Chris's house, we
About
talked- we
about
showed-
2
we
hours
showed the
in,
beer and
there'd be
talked
big
about it
dicks
before we
drawn
drank
on
it.
the
Yeah,
fucking
no.
board. And,
like 2 hours, 2 minutes in, fucking dicks everywhere on people's faces, on the board,
This is what
wherever.
we're doing.
Oh, Rod wants to link. Let me link Rod up here.
No,
I
no.
want to ask Joe because you really love the other half, or other half. Is
Yeah.
the other.
So do I now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, everybody did it.
I know that
Slice the
Beer-
pies was so good.
it was Nerd Sense. They did. It was an other half collaboration with some, I don't know, Arizona something, and it was
it the Stout? The Stranger with
candy with
Stranger with
Candy from
Advance?
Strangers.
Yeah, Candy from Strangers.
Have you had that one?
No, I haven't. No, it sounded
All
good.
right, so we got some comments here. It says Eclipse Brewing says Quebec yeast will finish a wheat beer in 150 OG in 48 hours, then carbon cool and don't have to clear. It's a hef. That's a really fast Hefeweizen.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about that yeast. Is, that's why a lot of places have been using it.
Rajay's in the chat saying, "Keep my name out of your mouths." Oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
Joe
motherfucker.
Gibson
I
says,
sent you a link, Rod.
you guys are all beer tubers, and if so, shout out your channel. Most of us in this room right now are beer tubers. Like I'm Maxwell Star, obviously. You're watching my channel right now.
Sure about that.
We've got Jamie of Basement Beer Reviews. We got Chris of Op Beer Reviews. We got Jesse of Bumpy Road Beer Reviews. We got Paul of PA Beer News.
we got
got,
Raj.
Rod J. Rod J. Beer Ventures. We got Redbeard of Redbeard Beer Reviews.
You going
We
down?
got Ashley Sexton, who does some homebrew stuff, and we got Joe of the Beer Patrol.
Shit is gross.
Yeah,
Okay.
We are all beer tubers on this
we're
channel.
pretty much all beer tubers.
I will say the one thing that I was really happy about the weekend is I shared all that other half and everybody loved it, just to prove my point that they make good beer. So fuck everyone. Okay.
Yeah, we-
Anyway, to finish that off, hey,
Fuck everyone.
Rod, what are you doing, Rod? I haven't seen you in a while.
What's going on, guys? Glad you guys had a good time.
Oh,
the
you made
bottle
it.
share.
He stopped reading a book and then came over here.
Rod, you need to come next year. Drive that 6 hours with fucking.
I need to plug it on my calendar.
Rod, the amount of time
Rod
you
really
spent in
needs
the
to
fucking
get
airport,
up to the piss up next year.
the amount of time you sat in the airport, you could have drove up.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Go
could have
home.
drove up, had 17 beers, and then drove back.
Jesus.
So I don't fuck with American Airlines anymore. Delta was nice, sons.
It's 6 hours. It's 6 hours for Rod to drive there. Is that what you said? 6 hours?
No, it was more than 6 hours. To Toronto?
Rod come up would be what, 8-9 hours?
It'd be like, yeah, I think from Rod to my neck of the woods is about 7.5, 8. So yeah, it'd be about 8 hours.
I was thinking last time I went to Toronto, it was like 10 hours. But we went to Detroit though, or Michigan.
Toronto's a little bit further.
Yeah, so it would be 9.
Oh, so it's not in Toronto then? Okay.
No.
It took Nick and I almost 8 hours to drive down, but that was not a stop.
Oh shit, that's nothing. That's just get in the car. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I'm only 4.5 hours from.
You mean a couple books
Niagara
and
Falls.
pick up that fucker. And then
According to Google Maps, Rod, it's 7 hours and 16 minutes to the well and piss up. Exactly.
That's just a couple. That's just a couple bologna and cheese sandwiches, son.
That's right. That's right.
look out, Chris. There you go. You got fucking Rod J. He's gonna
What
drive
kind of a
forward,
weird
too.
fucking distance measurement is that?
I mean, you have something wrong? You have some kind of issue with bologna and cheese sandwiches? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong with bologna and cheese sandwiches?
Well,
You
no,
gotta live
it's been a while, but I'm down. When I go to that mine for work,
When you were a
breakfast,
kid,
fried bologna.
when you were a kid, you went to amusement park or whatever. Your mom make you a bologna and cheese sandwich or something, on the bus ride.
Oh, this is
We used to
Belgian.
get pack-ins.
We didn't fry them though. We didn't. I never had fried.
You know where?
What? You never had fried bologna?
Yeah, fry the bologna and then you cut a little mouth in it and mix a Pac-Man.
Yep, it's in, and it's a nice
I thought you were
thick
gonna
slice
say
of fried bologna.
I was pretty sure you're going to say a vagina there, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'll fuck anything.
Whatever.
A fried vagina? A fried vagina?
Really, Paul?
You literally fuck anything.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
You'd be like Nelly. It's hot in here.
yeah. We just got spam.
No.
Spoon.
Let Red Beard spill his beer on you.
Apparently, I'm about to have a Belgian IPA. I didn't realize this was a Belgian IPA.
Ooh.
It's the
Love
771, whatever the crap this symbol. Exchange is weird.
James Brewing from Niagara on the Lake. Overfucking priced beer.
Why do you have
Does it taste like weeds
How
and
did you
dirt?
get that beer?
Yeah.
Available here in the independent grocer, man.
Independent grocer.
Holy shit, this chat just got danker.
What up, Lee Russell?
Wow, that's
Lee
Belgian.
Russell.
What's
It's
up,
really
fellas?
Belgian.
Oh wow.
And I just want to share I'm drinking a Chimay White.
It's not even a month old. It's pretty fresh.
How many Chimays have you had now, Nick?
Nick's fucking hammered.
Nick's hammered. Nick's just a logo.
Nick was hammered at the end of my Chimay review. He's hammered.
Okay, so Nick's hammered. Now, what was Ashley going to ask me?
I was going to say if Rod, who is going to pick up Paul, were to drive to your place and pick you up, will you come to the Chippewa Piss Up next year?
On a scale of 1 of out of the way, totally out of the way.
Wow.
It's like
Probably not.
So Rod is now driving about 2 days or so.
I have said it time and time
How many
again.
more bologna sandwiches?
You're up to 4, man. 4 bologna sandwiches.
If Lee wants to take
We're
the
gonna need
ferry
a pack of
over,
bread.
if Lee wants to take the ferry over or meet me in Amherst again, I would totally drive him up to the beer.
Meet me on the side.
Yes, and I appreciate that they're Drunky McGee. And as I've reiterated a couple of times now, it's not so much a transportation issue as it is personal shit issue.
Well, you figure it's a personal shit issue.
Exactly. And getting in the time off work. I'm drinking from Good. I'm drinking the great Goodnight Moon Imperial Milk.
Good.
Nick was making fun of me for
I'm
the
not saying
IBS
so much
thing.
that we want you up there. We need you up there, dude.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
The world.
You're drunk. You don't.
I'm not
Nobody's
just drunk.
needed up
I'm
there.
just
I would like to meet.
If I go, Lee's got to go.
See, here's the problem,
Exactly.
Nick. You get really sentimental and pathetic when you get drunk. You need to shut up.
Oh yeah, really? Motherfucker. Meet me at the other side of the ferry. We'll fucking drive up to the
Meet me there, motherfucker.
Turn this into a
We'll
fucking
fight first. We'll
Fandango
fight
beer
first. Then
fest.
we'll get in the car and drive. It'll be awesome.
Fandango piss up.
Nick's that guy. I'm gonna hug that motherfucker. I'm gonna hug him right now.
That's totally Nick. Except for if you replace.
But Nick's like that monster that you have to like make sure that he doesn't like squeeze the life out of something.
Yeah, or that he just randomly sneaks away and eats all the fucking taquitos. Like you gotta.
Hey, I didn't eat all the taquitos at the piss up.
I had no leftovers, man.
I thought you guys weren't gonna let Nick get taquitos.
Listen, nobody let him get taquitos other than Greg, and you can't control Greg because he's a piece of shit and he does whatever he
Did you
wants.
watch the fucking taquito review?
You didn't eat it.
And
I didn't
Nick
even
was
eat it.
irresponsible, and he threw it out the window.
I didn't eat
He knew that there was going to be an explosion.
I love that actually had
something disease
taquitos.
off the
A
fucking
chafing dish of
7-Eleven.
taquitos. That was glorious. That was well played, Ashley.
I ate a whole bunch at the piss up when Nashley made them, though.
Did you just call me Nashley?
Nashley.
You're like Kevin Nash.
And he just said you made the taquitos. Yeah, Ashley slaved over those taquitos for days, I'm sure.
Those were delicious, and they didn't fucking make my bowels erupt. So that was a positive.
That was what's so good about them. They didn't make the fucking bowels.
Yeah, because they weren't hanging out in fucking 7-Eleven for 18 straight hours, fucking on that.
Yeah,
little,
that's the problem. And if you put them in fucking 7-Eleven, they've been sitting there for like 18 hours, being handled by someone with the same gloves that handles cash at the cash register.
Not to mention
Cleans
there's
the
probably
fucking toilet.
Not to mention all the flies that probably get in the case and just fly around and walk over that shit, and then all the times that the disgruntled employees just walk by and casually spit on them. You know,
which is all the
spit
time
in.
since they're working at 7-Eleven.
You to all the people that walk in and buy them.
They have such a hate on for these fucking taquitos. Like, fuck.
Like the next fucking guy walks in, he's getting all the diseases. Fuck him.
I feel like I should have tried one.
No.
And here comes Nick. Nick comes whistling in the door like, I'll take some taquitos.
I did that the first year.
Sounds like a great deal to me.
The first year, that was a huge mistake. Everything was like, "Go get those, man." I'm like, "Oh fuck, I haven't had
If you need something for everyone to enjoy, you need pepperettes, and then everyone can enjoy.
Oh my
it.
god!
You just start
Oh my god!
talking
Paul and
everywhere.
pepperettes farts. That was like the garnish on our first beer fest.
I cleared out the whole basement. It was fantastic.
You'd be in the middle of a review, and Paul would walk by and fart pepperette farts, and you have this like stank ass pepperettes.
I think you misused the word garnish there, Nick. Garnish usually implies something good.
No, I think I used it properly.
You sure about that?
I think you're really drunk, Nick.
I feel like Nick should have got into the Chimay White.
I have a like straight up beer tuber question. Ethan's beer reviews, has anyone watched his channel in like the last
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of his videos where he kind of shows his beer like cellar or whatever you want to call it, like his gigantic pile of beer that he has in his basement?
Oh yeah, he's become a crazy hoarder.
Who's beer?
He has like literally like if I looked at my cellar right now, I maybe have, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 bottles of beer. He has this fucking shelf that is, I would wager it's like 400 bottles of beer. Like,
I can't speak because
it's many hundreds of bottles of beers.
Yeah, I got about 300. I got about 300. So yeah, I'm close.
No, but I'm just wondering, is that like, do some people have that much beer?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
are you being honest right now, Joe? You have
you're
like,
American,
DJ.
If you're American, you get all kinds of Rod J deals. Yeah,
Joe, random thing like on your channel.
I understand how it gets like that, but I'm just wondering if that's like a normal thing, like because I got to the point where I got to the point where I got, you know, like 50, 60 bottles of, you know, certain beers over the. And I haven't been into beer as long as a lot of you guys were, but it's just like over the last few years, like 3-4 years, I've, you know, bought a few here and there, and it's like, oh, I got to work through these beers. And then I look at that guy's collection and it's like, holy fuck, like, is he planning on?
How do you ever work those?
Like,
that's exactly the problem I have. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Drinking, he could stop buying beer for the next 2, 3, 4 years, and he would not run out of beer. Like, it's crazy.
I'm pretty sure if I could visit him in a weekend, we could go through that though.
No,
One weekend.
I could go through it. Ethan
Well,
would
again,
just
like,
watch Paul go through
Maybe
it.
a
Joe-
long weekend.
Joe,
Yeah.
are your bottles like nicely arranged? Or
No,
just, like,
no, they're in fucking
no?
boxes. Like,
Well, 'cause I remember Chad had when I went to visit him like 2 years ago now, and he had this. They were in the spare room. You open the door and just
yeah, but Chad had
this sea of bottles of beer.
IPA number 3 through 9, just like lying around, and what he was saying, like he dumped most of that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's so what happened with me is I probably got like around low 300s. What happened is I started collecting like 2012 and I would just pick stuff up at my local place whenever I come in and be like, oh, I could just sit on that. It's Imperial Stout at 10%. Like I'll drink that later. Oh, there's a barrel aged beer that's 12%. I can drink that whenever. And then each week I would just buy more and more and not drink those. And then I'd buy beers, be like, oh, I'm gonna share this with Paul. I'm gonna share this at a fucking bottle share. I'm gonna share it here. I'm gonna share it. And then next thing you know, I got fucking 10 boxes of beers
I think that's where Ethan's like at that point, like most of that beer there is beer that you can store or you can sit on for a while. But it gets to a certain point where it's like, holy fuck. Like,
so Joe, basically everything you're sitting on, Joe, is like what's like the average ABV of your 300 or so
probably
beers?
at least 9%. I'd say everything at the very least, like the low end. But I have so many beers that 10, 12, 13%.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be cool. It'd be cool if you had like a shelving unit kind of thing, and you had them just kind of and just like did a video tour kind of thing.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I can't be bothered. I don't really want to put effort in my channel.
The longest I've ever sat on a beer was 2 years, and that's because I forgot it was even there.
Good old homebrew, right?
Yeah, it was a homebrewed barley wine.
My longest was Thor's Hammer. It didn't work out very well.
I presently have one beer in my cellar that's actually a 2011.
That Soda City
I
shit
have a
held up
couple.
well.
Yeah, you know what that Soda City 2013 that Long Dark Voyage to Uranus actually worked out well. But I've got a couple of beers in my cellar that are from 2011. I've got a Unibrew Fin de Monde that's from 2011, and I've got two from Saint Amboise that Brew by Me sent me way in a beer mail way back in December of 2011, which is I got a Brew by Me. I got a Saint Amboise Vintage Ale 2011, and I have a Saint Amboise Russian Imperial Stout 2011.
You know what's crazy is that Dale was back with beer again.
Yeah, Dale actually posted some reviews.
Over the past 6 months, he's been
last week or two, he posted a couple of reviews a few days ago.
He's doing more current shit than like Chad and a lot of people. Like he just did IPA number 9 on his channel, so he's doing current stuff.
Yeah, he actually did before. I got a IPA number 9 review to post, but yeah.
I gotta edit and put up my 10 review. I did that one.
Oh, you did your 10 already? Cool.
Yeah,
I gotta do my 10 still.
Oh, these are numbered. I thought it was his 9th IPA he's ever had.
Oh no. Collective Arts has a project IPA series where they'll release one every few months where they do like a IPA number 1, number 2. IPA number 5 was their most popular, but most recently they've done IPA number 9, which is a brewed IPA, and then IPA number 10, which is a nano IPA, which shit.
That's shit. Just
what the
really light, not really.
So a session IPA?
Yes. But they call them nano because it's even lower than
even lower ABV than a session.
Yeah, and again, like it's not terrible. It's just not
boring.
Yeah, it's boring.
Wouldn't that just be like an English bitter?
yeah, pretty much at that point.
Well, in my opinion, it was like a slightly amped up version of that 0.97 whatever Bellwood stuff we had.
It's probably taking like the 3.2 ABV like pale ale kind of thing, but except for making it like New England style hoppy, like hopping the fuck out of it. I think. Yeah. What has it got in it? Azaka and something else.
Azaka.
I tried my I had my version 3 of the surround sound the other night.
Yeah? How's that?
Pretty good. I want to say not as good as the other ones have been, but still decent.
Yeah. I haven't tried any of the beer that I brought back yet. I mean, I've been sick with a cold since like the day after I got back.
Damn Maple.
And you know now you know who
Yeah,
gave it to you.
Maple.
There you go.
Good
Yeah, now I know who gave it to me. Fuck.
We've already established Nick is working through the early stages of autism because of a vaccination.
Yeah.
Jesus. Who gave it to me?
Oh yeah,
Now-
like the
now you
day
can
I got
send
home, I
anthrax
got
to the mail.
my measles vaccination because it's been spreading around here, and then all of a sudden I get sick.
Yeah, so Nick has autism.
And I'm not saying people shouldn't get the vaccination; they should totally get
Oh,
it.
you just
They
said
should
that.
totally get it. But
man.
at the same time, I got fucking sick because of something in it.
You just made an argument for people saying I shouldn't get it.
Yeah,
No,
I think-
you
I think
totally
we
should,
already
because-
well established that.
So what? I got the fucking weakest immune system. So what?
Don't share. Use needles.
Yeah, that's the,
Don't do it.
oh wait, are you saying Nick has the super AIDS instead of autism?
Probably the super AIDS.
See, some
I thought you were supposed to share the needles so that you keep the needles clean.
Reuse and recycle.
you guys see some people are taking it
more
a step
you use it,
further and
the
not getting
cleaner
their
they
fucking
are.
animals vaccinated.
Hmm.
Like, yeah. Oh yeah, humans. No, I'm not going to vaccinate my dog. Bring on the rabies and the distemper and all the fun. Yeah.
Good night, Chris.
This
I
world
was
is
showing.
Chris,
I was
enjoy
showing
that
my
other
dog
half.
earlier.
You like the
I'm
sister?
gonna
Sister was good.
take this
I'm leaving,
offline.
motherfuckers. Bye.
Was the sister good? Oh my god! Answer the question, you motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Thanos to come back and snap his finger and half these motherfuckers to be gone.
We're all gonna be gone after this because I'm gonna take this offline.
I
I want
just
to thank
can't wait
everybody
for
for
it to
watching.
be-
Like my rib hurts a little bit.
All right, I want to read the last comments here. So, ignoring Eric Gilbert's comment about Toronto, I'm going to say that Radiant Bray says, "So, dogs, I say we got a new world beer out there now. The major supermarket, Hannaford, Trader Joe's, and 7-Eleven have said goodbyes to Bud Miller Coors overnight. These stores are only." I don't know what the rest of his story.
Only
I'm
the end
thinking
of your
the
sentence.
point.
What the hell?
But if they're getting rid of Bud Miller Coors overnight in 7-Elevens and Trader Joe's, and that's probably a good thing.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway, we're heading off.
No, but
Now
yeah,
only
he-
carrying
he brought up
1/3 of shelf
Hannaford's,
space of Bud
Hannaford's-
Miller Coors.
Oh yeah, so they're giving more. What you're telling me, like convenience stores and like Trader Joe's and Hannaford are giving more space to craft beer. That's,
when you say-
that's pretty cool.
The thing is with their craft beer is it's not like the micro or the nano breweries. It's the larger ones. So you're getting like
like Sierra
Southern Tier and stuff like that.
So when he says they says goodbye, they didn't actually say goodbye. They just cut down.
Shut up, Redbeard.
Yeah.